Starting to see a lot more Target employees upset at the boycotters. And at first I was seeing a lot of Target employees that were actually really supportive of the boycott. They totally understood, and they understood that the idea behind it was for them to have a better workplace, because DEI protections are the things that help women get into the workforce and keep their job. People as they age, people age as employees age, that they get to hold on to their job, and they're not just allowed to be fired because they're getting older. Women let leadership know that they're pregnant. They can't just get laid off. DEI initiatives are the things that push for the creation of laws, the creation of real, solid legal protections. People that are commenting and saying that they're glad DEI is gone, or they're joking that Target is doing just fine, that the stores are packed, all those things, they are just publicly saying that they do not care about women, disabled people, LGBTQ people, people of color. They don't care about ageism in the workplace. They don't care about any of these things, because if they did, they would do some research and understand what DEI really is. Plus, I've done a ton of videos on it. A lot of people have. They do not care to educate themselves. And now we're in this weird place where all of a sudden we're starting to see a lot more comments where Target employees are pissed at us, the people who are boycotting. Target leadership is just an absolute sinking ship. They are doing all of the wrong things, and they clearly don't understand who their real customer base is. Because clearly what they're telling these employees is that we're the ones at fault, that the reason that they have to cut their hours or do whatever, which I just did a video on. I just did a video on this because there was a Target employee that was upset and commented that, basically she was like, yeah, thanks, great job for getting my hours cut in half. And then I had to tell her about the history of Target doing that crap to their employees when their sales were down just a tiny bit. They wanted to make sure that all their executives could still have their bonuses and whatever. And they are always about cutting hours, especially if it means that they don't have to give benefits to their people. They once made headlines, a couple years ago, they made headlines because they upped their hourly rate. A couple years ago, they made headlines because they upped their hourly rate to $24 an hour. And then I got messages from Target employees telling me that they were paying $24 an hour, but then they cut their hours back. So they were making exactly the same amount of money or less. And some people, they had cut their hours back so far by even just a few hours that they were then losing benefits. So they were trying to make themselves look good this whole time, really trying hard to make themselves look inclusive and like they were a good, safe place for their employees, and they're not. And yes, I totally agree that no one is being hard enough on Walmart and Amazon. We absolutely need to be harder on them. I don't see enough people boycotting Walmart and Amazon. We drove past Walmart yesterday and it was absolutely packed. And I know that I don't live in a small rural community, and there are lots of options here. That's why it's so important that you guys share these videos and you share this information with your family and friends so that they also stop shopping there. Because even people in my own life I've come across that had no idea that these boycotts were going on. A lot of people aren't on TikTok, which a lot of us that are on TikTok a lot, we think that people are on TikTok all the time, and they're not. They're not getting the same information that we're getting, of course, because Fox News is not covering this, not in the way that we are anyway. So, Target is not doing well. And it really does, Target's not doing well, and it really appears that they are trying to place the blame and point the finger at the boycotters instead of themselves, and really taking accountability for their actions and trying to make any changes at all. And for everybody that's saying and for everybody that works there that is for getting rid of DEI or voted for Trump or whatever the case is, Brian, the CEO, would not be sitting down with Al Sharpton if things were going just fine. It's not going just fine.